Yes. Welcome to another edition of Wiseman Records. We see Stand Up Straight by Coco T has a good introduction for today. And today we're going to be talking about the Rasta man being a wise man who is a conscious man. The state of consciousness is basically the state of being aware of yourself and aware of your surrounding. A lot of us, a lot of times, are not aware who we are, where we are, and where we are heading. The wise man has always to evaluate the state of affairs on a daily basis, and these are the templates of a more conscious life. So we're going to be exploring some of the aspects of a conscious man, aspect that the conscious man has to always look at in today's edition of Rastaman as a conscious man. Always remember, as a brethren, as a sister, we live in a state of imperfect beings. It's only Jah, the Supreme, that is supreme above all and the perfect. That is a state that we always have to be aware of, that we are imperfect beings. And in all our imperfections, in terms of our beliefs, in terms of our feelings, it's still a beautiful life that has to be lived. And we always have to remember that we are imperfect and we live in an imperfect world. So a conscious man has to have that kind of understanding that he's a limited human being and is always gearing himself or herself towards the higher supreme, the higher being, always striving for the higher ideals. And that's what a conscious man does. A conscious man is also responsible for his life. Always remember, you're responsible for your health. You're responsible for your well-being in terms of mind. You're responsible, if you have a family, for your immediate family members, your brethren, your sisters, your distant relatives, your friends. We have a responsibility. And that's a Rastaman's responsibility to always remember that there's a responsibility to take care of. And that's part of being a conscious human being. Consciousness is also something that we always have to look in terms of mindfulness and living at the present moment. It's always certain that human beings are always future oriented, always thinking about tomorrow and forgetting about today. One man always said that today is the present. The future is not guaranteed. Especially this time of pandemic, we've seen how disrupted the lives of many has been. A lot of uncertainty. So the most important thing to do right now is to have that certainty that what is the most important is the present moment. Human beings are always fond of forgetting that the present is what most counts. And in practicing mindfulness, the state of thankfulness cannot be omitted. Human beings have a tendency to forget what we are supposed to be grateful for. And most of the time is about crying what is missing in our lives. What is what our couple of probably uncertainties, misfortunes is what we count most of the time. But if we were to look back and reflect, we'll always see there's a lot to be thankful for. And that's why the essence of trying to live in the present moment is crucial in our day-to-day life. So a conscious man has to always remember that, to live in the present moment. Rastaman has to also practice the art of playfulness. Learn some music, dance, sing, and always learn to be like childlike. That's what the son of a carpenter once said, that we should learn and strive to be childlike. So if you always look at the kids, especially when they're playing, they're always in that moment and they are enjoying the present moment at full. So always remember the art of being playful is really relevant in our life. Try to forget yourself, smile, and learn to play like a child. That's the way of a conscious man. Also, the wise man has to always remember that we all have self-limiting beliefs. We all have the tendency to think our religion is the best. Our way of thinking is the best. And we always have to remember that a true Rastaman has respect for our religions. We are borrowing from different religions as Rastamen and women to live a better life. So all religions basically have something to offer. And these are the tenets of a good Rastaman's life, a conscious living. There's another aspect of a Rastaman that you always have to remember. A wise man cannot be cynical about love. Love is dynamic. Love is always ever changing. Love in moderation. Never be cynical about life. And for you, the Rastaman, this is not all that I can come up with when it comes to the state of consciousness. There is more to consciousness than I basically indicated on this video. So it's upon you, time of reflection, to think what is missing in this dialogue today. What can you add on as part of being conscious and living a conscious life? There's a lot I did not touch in this video when it comes to a conscious man and living a conscious life. So it's upon you to basically go back and do some reflection, a lot of reading, and you will be able to figure out what you need to add to live a more conscious life. This is what I had for this video today. I will not be adding any more on this video for today. Thank you very much, and always strive to live a more conscious life. Welcome. Fire!